Welcome to Beyond the Brackets. In this session, we'll look into exponential distribution. The exponential distribution is a continuous probability distribution that is commonly used to model waiting time or lifetime problems. For example, suppose we observe the waiting time until the next phone call arrives at a call center. Since we are measuring waiting time between random events, the exponential distribution is appropriate. The other common examples include waiting time for a bus, time between arrivals of customers at a shop, lifetime of an electronic component. The probability density function of exponential distribution is f of x is equal to lambda e power minus lambda x. Here lambda represents the rate parameter. That means as lambda increases, events occur more frequently, and e power minus lambda x represents exponential decay. So as time increases, the probability density decreases exponentially. Let's proceed to find the constants of the exponential distribution, starting with the mean. Since exponential distribution is a continuous probability distribution, the mean is given by integral x is from 0 to infinity x into f of x dx. Substituting the value of probability density function, we get integral x is from 0 to infinity x into lambda into e power minus lambda x dx. As the integration is with respect to x, lambda will be constant, so we can take it outside the integral. We get lambda integral x is from 0 to infinity x e power minus lambda x dx. Using the Eilert rule for integration by parts, we take x as the first function and e power minus lambda x as the second function, since exponential functions have lower priority than the algebraic function. The first function x is written as it is. Integral of the second function e power minus lambda x is e power minus lambda x by minus lambda. Since we use alternating signs, so the positive sign is over. Next we'll use the negative sign. Differentiation of the first function x will be 1 and integration of the second function will be e power minus lambda x by lambda square. At the next step, the derivative of 1 becomes 0, so we stop here. Substituting the upper limit, we observe that as x tends to infinity, e power minus lambda x tends to 0. Substituting the upper limit, the whole term becomes 0. Substituting the lower limit, x is equal to 0, the first term becomes 0. The second term, e power minus lambda x, becomes 1. Since it's minus of lower limit, so it becomes 1 by lambda square. Lambda in the numerator and in the denominator cancel out, and the mean is given as 1 by lambda. Let's move on to find the variance of the exponential distribution. Again, since exponential distribution is a continuous probability distribution, variance is given by sigma square is equal to integral x is from 0 to infinity x square f of x dx minus mean square. Substituting the value of probability density function, we get integral x is from 0 to infinity x square lambda e power minus lambda x dx minus mean is given by 1 by lambda. Since the integration is with respect to x, lambda will be constant, so we can take it outside the integral. To evaluate the integral, we use integration by parts based on Eilert rule. The first function x square will be written as it is. Integration of second function will be e power minus lambda x by minus lambda. Since alternate signs are taken, so we get negative sign. Differentiation of first function x square will be 2x and integration of second function will be e power minus lambda x by lambda square. Applying alternating signs, this sign will be positive. Differentiation of first function 2x will be 2 and integration of second function will be e power minus lambda x by minus lambda cube. Now the differentiation of 2 will be 0, so we'll stop here. So applying the upper limit, the entire terms becomes 0. Substituting the lower limit, the first term and the second term becomes 0. For the third term, when x is equal to 0, e power minus lambda x becomes 1. Since it's minus of lower limit, so the answer is 2 by lambda cube. Lambda in the numerator and in the denominator cancel out, and we are left with 2 by lambda square minus 1 by lambda square, which simplifies to 1 by lambda square. Moving on to find the moment generating function of the exponential distribution. We know that moment generating function is given as the expectation of e power tx, which is integral x is from 0 to infinity e power tx f of x dx. Substituting the value of probability density function, we observe that again the integration is with respect to x and lambda constant can be taken outside the integration. So we get lambda integral x is from 0 to infinity e power tx e power minus lambda x dx. Since bases are same, we can add the powers, and taking minus x common in the power, we get minus of lambda minus t into x with respect to x. We have taken minus x common in the numerator because e power minus infinity becomes 0, which makes the calculation easier. So now integration of e power minus of lambda minus t x dx will be e power minus of lambda minus t x divided by minus of lambda minus t. Substituting the upper limit, the numerator becomes 0. Substituting the lower limit as x tends to 0, the numerator becomes 1. So the answer is, since we are taking minus of lower limit, minus 1 by minus of lambda minus t, which simplifies to lambda by lambda minus t.